game plan going into Ugas? Did Errol execute it exactly how you
know
wanted?
What? He came out and he did well. I mean, we knew he was going to try to time him, and we knew that. But it was like Ugas really. I think he really realized how difficult it was to time him. But I think that at the same time he threw a double jab and shot us and threw 3-4 jabs, jab, and shuffle, chop, shovel steps. And Ugas kept stepping back. So you got to step. And that's what the double jab, he was expecting that. Then after that, I said double jab, and then shuffle and shoot the hook because he expected the left hand. So when he started shooting the hook, he kind of started missing him. So I said, I'll shoot it to the shoulder. Because when he dipped, I'm going to catch him. So yeah.
Hey, Derek, do you think the defense of Errol Spence was big in this fight coming up today? Because normally he gets a bad rap for not moving his head, but he did a lot of head movement and a lot of switching in this fight. What part of the game plan when you guys worked on when you saw this fight that you saw that would be a big part of it?
Man, Ugas is a phenomenal fighter. I mean, listen, and this thing about if you let somebody be great, they're going to be great. That's what he is. Like Ugas, if Errol would have laid back and played, he would have been great. You got to take it, and then with Ugas, the guy that had to beat that out of him. This is the guy who escaped 6 times and got caught 6 times. From the 7th time, I mean, he has a hell of a lot of fortitude. How do you break a guy? You got to go out there and break him. Break him, like you said, you got to break him. That was the whole thing. There's no way you can beat him. You got to break him.
Were you a little surprised he didn't touch the canvas? It was just taking a lot of punishment.
Think about this. The knockout is a shot. It's over. You may get a little concussed, but to recover from that, he may never fight again. Took too many hard shots. Rib probably broken. He might have rib probably broken. We know his face probably broken. His nose, out over the bone. So it's like the knockout is the best thing that could happen to somebody. The whole taking the beating like that was round after round after round. And I know how hard he punches, man.
He'll never be the same, right? After that fight,
yeah, I mean, he won't never be the same.
Were you surprised the doctor didn't stop it the first time they took a look at
like
it?
the referee, like, man, I kept trying to stop the fight. I said, yeah, man, come on, man. It's like, I mean, I know y'all got the Kahibas and the Kahumas or whatever it is, but come on, man, you gotta stop that fight. Kahibas, that's cigar, yeah, bro.
No, I know what you're
I had to think about it myself.
Did Derek now Coach Salas? He's a great coach.
I mean, yeah. I told him we're going to Cuba together. I'm going to Cuba. I want to go to Cuba.
What do you think now that the Cuban government have chose to allow professional boxing for those guys that don't have to defect? They can participate now.
Tax revenue. Everything in the world is about tax revenue.
Yes, sir.
Hey, coming into this fight, there's a big crowd, hometown fight. Earl seemed to be a lot more relaxed than any other fight he's ever been in. What do you contribute that to?
I think they're just happy to be here, man. I think that if you think about this, man, when you come out and see what you see or see what we saw, that's an emotional moment, man. Think about it, you see all these people out here came to see you fight. Hey, man, that's crazy. I mean, it's just like they spent their hard-earned money. I mean, COVID. I mean, I'm sure everybody got COVID in this man. We can't, there's some shit up in there. There's so many people in there, but you're like, man, it's what it is, man.
Why do you think they come out there?
Huh?
What do you think it is about Errol that draws the people?
Because they think they're gonna see that what they just saw. That's what they want to see. That thing in particular, the way he fights, the way he breaks him down. He's a fighter. He's not trying to be pretty. He's very technically sound. The jab, he stayed with the jab throughout the whole fight. The inside game was amazing. You see fighters, they really don't have a good inside game. He threw a couple shots.
Isn't his style kind of Texas? Like it manifests like just straightforward, no bullshit. Just...
Well, I'm from Texas.
Right.
I'm teaching the style. I don't think it's necessarily that. I think that when they have a strong defensive, but fight from a strong defensive perspective, you can go forward and backwards. You don't have to do, you don't have to do what somebody wants you to do because you have defense, you have whatever. That's it.
You got 3 belts with Errol. You got 3 belts with Jermell. That's 6 belts for you.
Right.
How does that feel, and where do you go from there? You look to get 8?
Hey, man, we want to get 8 by the end of the year. It's part of the game, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think about that part of it. I just want these guys to keep winning, keep looking better, keep being better because it's kind of difficult to, I just want to keep
But as someone who has been left off a Trainer of the Year list. I've seen them and ignored for Trainer of the Year list to have 6 belts. How do you feel? Like, isn't that a statement in the game of boxing?
Somebody said it's messed up that he didn't get it, but he said that you can't take that to the bank.
Coach, let me ask you, first and foremost, Coach, congratulations on your victory. You guys did a hell of a job. Being in camp, getting the chance to see you guys in camp, and I told you how impressed I was, and it felt like Errol had a huge chip on his shoulder, and it just felt so different about him. You told me before the fight he was going to have a spectacular performance, and he did just that. Do you feel that this is the best victory as far as you being his head coach, going overseas, winning the IDF, defeating Sean Porter, getting that WBC title, now defeating Ugas for the WBA? How satisfying is it for you as a coach? And would you say it's your are you impressed most by this victory than any of the other ones?
Funny, like with the boxing thing, it's like it's not so satisfying. I think that I'm just happy we got what we came out of the gate. So really, I'm more relieved than anything. I feel accomplished. But at the same time, I don't think about the other aspect. I just think that we want the guy to do great, we want the guy to do better. He did well. I mean, because it doesn't matter, like if I won Trainer of the Year, my guys look horrible. They look subpar. Look, the guy who they gave Trainer of the Year to, the year I was supposed to get it, the last time, the guy from Ring Magazine told me that Teofimo's win was more significant than mine. My two, bringing Errol back from the car accident, and Jamel, they had 4 fights that year. And he said that one win was better than my fight. So what happened? His next fight he lost. Then the guy that beat him lost. So it's like, that's the game, man. You can't. My life is all about being consistent. It ain't about, you get a flash. No, I want to be consistent.
Derek, is Charlo the guy who can make all the adjustments and not Castaño? Like Castaño can only fight.
I think Castaño's a good fighter, man. He's a great fighter. I think that, but Jamel had to go out there and be the best version of himself. He cannot come out there, relax, he can whatever. He got to be out there and do his thing.
Derek, I got to ask you being involved with 2 upcoming undisputed fights. We saw Canelo undisputed last year, along with Josh Taylor, and now not just the 2 fights you're involved in, but Devin Haney, he's fighting for undisputed as well. Do you think that this is what the sport needed to see? We heard Deontay Wilder preach all the time, one face, one name for each division. Do you think that it's helped the sport of boxing?
I think that it probably, help it, but I think it'll limit some of the fights because these guys who are number 1 got to wait till you got to fight, because every year you got to fight a mandatory and you got to fight. You get 1 fight to fight, right? So that's by the time that WBA champ or whatever get his shot, that's 4 years. So it's like it's kind of difficult at the same time because those guys, like say you be number 1 in WBC, that doesn't mean you don't get a mandatory to fight because he gets to fight a mandatory, then he gets to fight a voluntary challenge.
But we typically see them vacate, right? I mean, Canelo hasn't yet, but Terrence Crawford, when he undisputed, he moved up. Josh Taylor, he had 1 fight, and now he's moving up.
He lost.
Who's that? Josh Taylor? He had a close fight against Jack Ketchum.
I'm honestly fight, but I heard he lost.
Derek, where do you rank this victory in your career with Spence overall?
I don't know, man. I'm not synced in yet, right? But my thinking is like blank. It's like blank, I'm just happy to get done with it. I mean, really, I feel like a sense of relief. So it's like, it's very difficult to even think about that. I just feel like accomplished. I did what I set out to do. And not so much about me, but I was able to do what I told them I could do for them.